You're able to see my screen?
Yes, Ram.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed about the process options and we discussed about BDC ID and we saw how the flow is running from end to end, and we also see country specific settings in DP document type. So all those things we saw, right? Okay. So today we are going to see how to execute the background process types. Before that, we'll execute some logical module processing. Okay. Logical module processing.
Ram, yesterday I didn't receive any material, training material document.
Yes. Please bear with me. Stay. It took lot of
Okay, okay,
time due to system issue. I'll share you today.
okay,
So give me 1 day time so that you'll get everything. Okay. So today I will share
okay.
after the class. Yesterday's one. Okay. So
Ram, I have one query. If some data is not coming at Vim Workplace,
hmm,
then at where need to check, like vendor details, vendor address, vendor name, all things is not showing at Vim Workplace under AP processor. Then at where need to check?
it's not coming in the sense.
Means at Vim Workplace, after scanning the images in OAWD
Hmm.
and after extraction and validation all data by
Hmm.
executing the background job at Vim Workplace, not coming the vendor details, means vendor name, vendor address.
Hmm. So
So
vendor master is
uh,
available.
yeah, vendor master available and all things are updated. But I think that issue is coming from extraction end, maybe
Okay. If
from
the extraction
ICC
is
end.
not, yeah, if the extraction is not properly done, that will
Yeah,
come. So these all you are saying, these all it's not populating.
yeah,
Let's make this as a note. Okay. On this, how do I write a logical module processing? We'll see. Okay, here we have
okay,
street number, district, post. So this all will be there, right? So here we have
yeah,
name to IBAN, shift code, street, house, postal city. So we'll see street, house is there. Yeah, street number, house number, all these things are there. So
yes,
we'll see how this logical module, how to bring this
okay,
by using logical module.
okay,
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 so when this logical module processing will trigger is like whenever you scan any new invoice, okay, whenever you scan any new invoice, if you want to get based on some data, see OCR is extracted as data, but we'll just go to our DP. So 554, yeah. So OCR is extracted to our data, hmm, but it is not. We want additional data to be populated. In that case, what we need to do? In that case, what we need to do? So to populate some data based on the major details which is extracted. So here we have a configuration called logical module processing. what it will do, it will populate the majority of data by using some logics. So this is the logical module processing. So document processing before coming to Vim Workplace, and after whenever you apply rules, so that time also this will execute. Two times it will execute. So initially it's before coming to Vim Workplace, and after Vim Workplace also it will execute. So if I see here many logics which are defined, okay, many logics which are defined. So I just want to do so. We'll create a new one later. So just give me one moment. So let me go. So we have a logical module processing here. So there are certain logic. So here vendor name, you are saying vendor details and vendor address is not populating. So we have two addresses here. Okay, the code which and all is there. This is related to, we'll copy this class and we'll see what logic we have here. OSC 24. So I'll check what is the purpose. So determine the vendor name and vendor number. Okay, and vendor address. So now let's say vendor address is not populating for us. So vendor address, okay, from vendor number. Okay, so what we'll do? So we'll make this particular class we'll use. So which is already a logic is defined. So what we need to do is like we need to utilize that logic to our DP. So go to a processing definition. So here you define a process. Okay, like I'll define a process like this here. So jet jet vendor. So I'm defining vendor address population. Okay, so click on save. So after that, I need to select this and click on module processing steps. Here we are defining at what stage this logic want to trigger. So whether you want to trigger this logic initially, or you want to trigger this logic whenever you click on apply rules also, that you are defining. So I'll just go here, copy the vendor address one, that is G head 007. Okay, so I'll come here, I'll select this one, module ID I'll provide here, active, and starter rerun means initially whenever new DP comes, that time it will execute. At the same time, whenever I click on apply rules, that time also it will execute. So that is the purpose. So I don't want any other things, like if it is already a DP created, sorry, it's already SAP document is posted, I don't want to trigger this logic. Okay, let me save. Okay, so I have saved this logical module. I have created one logical module. So how do I assign this logical module to my DP? So go here, just click on new entries, counter 80, channel ID. We want for all channels, let's say G vendor, active by constant, and you, okay, document ID is this one, our DP document 7 AM. So process ID is G vendor. So now what will happen whenever a new DP I've scanned for our particular one, so it will trigger this class initially, and then it will read all the data, and then it will show. So I'll just keep a debugger to just whether it is triggering or not initially. Okay. Otherwise, first we'll execute instead of debugger. So I'll show you. So let me copy this particular DP, copy this particular DP. 554. 554. Vim workplace, sorry, Vim 7ax2. So if you see here, so I'm just changing the number 8083. So let it be the company code would be space. So click on submit. Last connection. So let me restart. Five 554. Copy from 558 is created. Let me go to Vim workplace. So, see guys, here earlier document we do not have any address. Now we are able to see some address, right? So based on what configuration? Based on logical module processing. Based on logical module processing, the logic is applied and it is showing. Let me show that also for 554. So if I see here, I do not have any address here. Okay, street address, postal code. Let me click on apply rules. So what will happen, you see. When I click on apply rules, the entire logic will trigger. See. So logical module processing is like applying some particular logic at both runtime at the same time initially. You understand?
So this rule is applicable only for this vendor or all vendor?
All vendors, all this DP document type. So entire this DP document type, whatever you perform, this is what it will. This logic will
Okay.
be triggered. Entire DP document type level.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I go to again a logical module processing, if I want to create a custom one, what I need to do basically, I need to copy the standard and create a custom class. So based on like I can give a feedback my so basically to my ABAPer, boss, I need so and so logic to be executed at both runtime and this time. So just to make it as this one. So here there is a custom logic which we built, basically the scanning location. If the company code is scanned from 1000, then scan location as Mumbai. If the company code is 3000, make it a scan location as Chennai, like that. So there is a logic which we want to execute. So at that time, what we can do? So I can assign this particular scan location module ID. I can create simply like how to create. So I'll show you. To create any logical module, first we need to define a module. So to define a module, new entries. So I'm just simply same utilizing the module. So here scan location and the class name, whatever class name which we created, that we need to create as a copy. Okay, so class name, not give anything, just click on save. So next come back. So here you can see our logical module. So we defined this. So what I'll do, I'll copy L01, again I'll create a processing definition. Nothing but I need to define a process. In this process, I can keep multiple modules also, like this. See G main one. Under G main one, you can see multiple things, multiple logics at one place. Okay. So here, what I'll do, I'll keep a new entries. Just now we defined the module, right? Same way. Scan location. Okay. Click on save. Select this module processing. Click on counter 10 module ID. What is a module ID which we created? LO01, right? So same module ID will select. So if you have some multiple, you can provide that. Activate. If you want to go only rerun starting time, so you will give as a start as. Rerun means only apply rules time. Start and rerun means both the times. Or you have multiple logics to be executed, keep and click on save. Then we are assigning this logical module ID to your DP document ID. DP document ID. So best practice what I can say is like whatever we have for PO, so just standard PO, assign it to your DP document type. First thing, whenever you are creating, so assign these things to logical modules to your custom DP document type like PO jet PO 7 AM. Okay, like this you assign. So what will happen? All the standard uh, logical modules, whatever we have, all those things will be executed. All those things will be executed. See, now I have all the things. So 80, I'm just removing. Vendor address also will come under standard only. So I have given everything. So now what I need to do? I'll also assign the scan location one. Okay. So I'll show you. No channel. So here I'm doing for all. Okay, all channels. If I give empty, it will treat as all channels. So next, so what I'll do, I'll come back here, my DP document type level. I'll just, sorry, not this one. Scan location. So I'm making this as available scan location as input. Click on save. Okay, so we'll see in workplace where the scan location is available currently. Under process tab, there is a scan location here. I just want to make it auto populated. So now it is empty, right? So now I assign the logic. I'll click on apply rules. So if I just open 554 again, I can see there is a scan location which will come under process tab. See some scan location Monica is there. Because under logic, the company code is empty, then rise this one. Let's say, let me change the company code to 1000. Okay. So dynamically it will change. See, if I click on apply rules, so it should automatically populate the other scan location. Oh, Mumbai. See, like this. Based on the data, you can automatically change the logic will populate the correct information.
Ram, then at where scan location name maintained these names.
These names we have maintained under logic. So I've created a custom logic, right? So there I've just maintained. So in this, it's a just a dummy example I'm just giving. Runtime. See, I've given a logic here. Company code equal to 1000, then populate this Mumbai 3000 populate Chennai. If it is empty, then populate some dummy name, kind of thing. Example. But the main
Okay.
functionality you understand, right? When this particular logical module will trigger.
Yes, yes. So what is the those step number counter? You provided one time 80 and again you
You
provided
can provide whatever,
110.
yeah, whatever is empty, that you can provide. That is not the one. Only thing is like whatever you have for PO75, you just copy all those things and create for your DP document type. That is what you need to do. First step.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So let me PO75 Gmain one. Let me copy this Gmain one also for PO. So here DP document type for your PO. So it will also populate some data. So it will also populate each module ID. There is some data population. So you understand, right? So I'll write it down here. So logical module processing will auto populate the data at runtime. Example, like whenever new DP is created and before coming to Vim workplace, it will trigger, and also after workplace, whenever you are executing apply rules, it will trigger. By using this, we can populate the required information before coming to Vim workplace, and also correct after click on apply rules. So to do this configuration, go to /opt/spro. So under this, logical module processing, under document type, under document processing configuration, document type configuration, and then under that we have logical module processing. That we have logical module processing. So here, step 1, create a module definition. If it is required any custom logic to be run. If not, use existing module definitions. Step 2, assign module definition to Assign module definition to process definition. Processing definition. So here you will have control when to execute the logical module, like before Vim Workplace or or after Vim Workplace, after apply rules, or both the times. Accordingly, it will execute. Next, step 3, assign the processing definition to your DP document type. So based on this only this functionality will work. To your DP document type. Okay, so always
Ram, at where we are checking that class method.
SC24 transaction code. Best
EC20.
practice.
Okay.
Yes, best practice is to copy all the standard DP document type related process definitions to custom DP document type. Okay, so what I am saying is like, so whatever you have standard processing mapping, under processing mapping, so, okay. Now you understand, right? So what is a logical module, how it is executing at what time. Okay, so shall we move to the other topic? This one is the other.
This Ram, this logical module and pre-process function module functionality.
See, pre-processing functionalities, it will execute only at a time. Pre-processing will execute only before logical module. That too, when it is come to Vim Workplace, it will trigger. But pre-processing is completely custom that you are developing. So here, this is the process where it will execute both the time. So the difference between this is like, it will execute as once uh, before coming to Vim Workplace, where pre-processing function module, but where the logical module, it will execute both the times, apply business rules time at the same time. So sometimes what will happen, vendor number is not extracted. So if vendor number is not extracted, pre-processing function module if we use, nothing will come to Wimber. But if I use as a what you can say logical module, once after vendor code is entering by the user, it will automatically populate all this information if you click on apply rules. You're getting?
Okay.
Yeah. So where the pre-processing function module is configured. So if I go here, so incoming document processing. So under this, we have ICC configuration where here the pre-processing exit will be populated. Here there is a function module. This will execute before coming to Vim Workplace only. It will not execute after Vim Workplace. So that is a major change. Okay. Best practice is to use logical module processing. So the best one. Okay, let me come back to background execution of process type. So we executed about document definition.
Ram, what you provided, activate by constant at logical module processing,
Hmm.
that constant need to maintain at anywhere.
No. It's a dummy number, sequence number. It's not activated by constant. So constant is the one which we created, right? Sorry. So here, if you see logical module processing, this is the constant, not this one. This one
Okay.
processing is the constant. Processing definition. You see, activate by constant. This is the process ID, which is comes from the previous step. You're getting the main p underscore main one. This is the one which we have here. P underscore main one. This is the constant. So always activate by
Okay.
constant only will be there. So here you are copying from this one.
Okay. What about activate by determination?
Activate by determination. Let me just check. Activate by determination. What it is doing. Nothing is given. Nothing is given. Just empty. Nowhere it is editable field. And what is this custom function? So you can create a function module to determine this particular id, to determine this particular id. Sometimes you want to go behind that, which peak dynamic, one dp document, I don't want to maintain these constants. I want to execute for this dp document type, then particular main process id, and this dp document I want to main another process id. So this all we will give in that particular fm. So that is a peak what you can say customization. So go with this only. These are the things which are uh, well presented. We can go with like activate by FM means same things we will populate under function module based on some dynamic logic, which is not required actually. So it is straightforward here. We have already maintaining this. We have only seven process definitions. So why to again unnecessarily make complicate? We have around 11. So these 11s will not give manually. You're clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me.
And what about that field determination under logic module?
Where is the field determination?
Go out.
Hmm?
Go out from this skill. Yeah, this field determination, data determination.
These are the things which it will go based on the what are these things? Just give me. These are added recently. maintenance view for logical module processing, channel ID, document type, listener, allow ranges, data. So we can also maintain the logical module processing based on the channel ID and DP document type, company code, and vendor ID. So we can define this. So I want to trigger only this one for few company codes or few channels. So you can restrict this, whatever we maintained here. Okay. You maintain something here. So this is restriction. So here we are defining what fields combination we want to show for data maintenance under this data. Okay. Under these fields, channel ID, what are the fields we need to show here for data maintenance purpose, that you are doing under this one. Let's say I don't want to trigger, or I want to trigger only to the particular channel IDs, this particular process ID. I want to trigger only particular channel ID or particular company code, and others should not trigger. So that restriction I'm doing here, right? So ICC channel, I want to trigger only for ICC channel. Other channels I don't want to trigger, or I want to trigger only for my DP, and other DP document type I don't want to trigger. It's one more level of restriction in this level, but we should not use, better not to use this, because other things also you will have hardly in customer place. You will have what, two DP document types. One is for PO and another one is non-PO. So why you want to restrict that? Auto population purpose. So yes, here we have a lot of people are checking and lot of people are doing. We do not restrict. So restriction, one more level of restriction. So these all restriction only. You're getting?
Yes, Ram.
Okay. Okay then. So let me go to the next step, background process type execution. So the functionality here is like, let's say, functionality here is like, I've already explained about this document type definition before coming to that. So they just want to showcase. Okay, so here, so what this is happening and how it is triggering. So let me go with the document definition, simply like high level again one more time. So here, description, number ranges means we are maintaining under transaction code SNRO. So that number range is triggering SNRO. So here, doc ID, display, so ranges, interval. So this is the number range. So current number range which is trigger is 560. So and here we are defining whether the document is related to invoice, credit memo, or down payment, or leasing invoice. And here it is default, you keep it as OCR only. And it is a PO based or a non-PO based that we are defining here. And then these are the screen tabs which I explained. So the default role is always your posting role. Default posting role should be always your role which you assign for default process type. And duplicate check group. So yesterday I explained how this suspected duplicate invoice is working. And then this is a tax determination. Whether you want to go with the standard tax determination, then provide this. So if you want to go only open text, then go with this. Only SAP, you can go with it. If you have any custom tax determination logic, then define a custom function module. So then you can go with this. So this one here is like PO line automation. The configuration why we have here is like, so sometimes PO number is there, and quantity, price, net amount is there. So how to determine the PO item number? So that is a purpose. So if you give logical module and this one combination only, it will work. So first we'll go and execute this, then we'll go to the background execution. So let me execute that. So what I'm saying is like, so I have a PO number, but I do not have item number. I have a material code, I have a amount, net price, quantity, but item number is not there. So how system will determine this one? So that particular logic we'll see now. So then I'll explain you what configuration which is making the difference. So 554, I'm just going to OPT Vim 7AX2. So here in the data perspective, let's say uh, let's say BCC is not extracted anything. Anyway, item number BCC will not extract. So how system will do? So here, let me remove this and execute this with a new number. Okay, click on submit. 559. So let me go here, Vim Analytics. 550. Okay, let me execute directly. It is posted. 559 is posted automatically. So what it is done? So it is populated a line item number. Even though I removed, it is populated automatically and it is posted. So based on what configuration this item number is extracting, so first it will go here. So use the OCR line basis without incomplete lines. So what it will do, first condition, these all should be same. The next it will go to your logic ID, determination of logic ID, that we are defining under generals, automated line processing, PO line determination. So this is a PO line determination procedure. So here this is the logic ID. So here what we are saying to the system, so based on the quantity, net price and WRBTR based on the material description, find out the item number. So this all logical determination. So this logic where it is determined. So under logical module processing, so this particular logic is called. So if I go to logical module processing, so if you go down, so this is where PO map, determine PO map. So here what will do, system will read that particular logic ID and it will determine what is the item number which we have against the quantity, net price and everything. So here so this is get countries triggered. So under processing you can see here, see PO item according to the configuration. So that configuration, so it will read from this one. So what is the main purpose is like how it will compare. I'll just go to ME23N. So it will always compare like this. So what is a PO quantity? The quantity is less than what we have in the invoice or not, and the net price is equal to this price or not, and the gross amount is equal to the one below, like the gross amount is equal or less than or equal to or not. So if these three conditions are passed, sorry, it will copy this item number from PO to Vim workplace in the backend. That is what happened, and it is all automatically posted this invoice in the background. You're clear, guys, how this is happening?
Is there any restriction for parameter field, means gross amount, plant, material, what
It
they are
is,
checking?
yeah, it is only for three fields. We do not have any restriction. because in PO majorly item level fields are these only. There is no plant and all. So only Menge, net per, WR, BTR. Based on these three fields are matched, then only it will go and get the item details. Let's say I want to, so if I just go here, details view. So here match any two fields I given. Means if quantity and net price is matched, then make it as item number, copy from there. So if it is not matched sometimes, so it will come to Vim Workplace with the exception called manual check index lines. There is a manual check index lines is there, right? With this exception, it will come to Vim Workplace.
Okay, but I saw if some quantity or price mismatched, then it can be blocked.
No, it will not auto posted. It will come here, and here they will provide the item number. So see, that is blocked. That concept is different. Here I am saying the concept. What is the concept here?
Pure line item determination,
Right here I am not doing,
means
not
mapping.
populating any net price or gross amount. I am not populating here. So what will happen here?
Okay,
It will determine the item number. PO item number only it will determine by using this logic, this configuration. So blocking concept is
okay,
different. So how this will happen, so that
okay,
and all we'll discuss.
okay.
So my concept is to bring PO item number into the Vim workplace.
But Ram, why it has been automatically posted?
All the information is clear.
Okay,
So what is the purpose of Vim? If all the data is clear, then why do I post
yeah,
manually? Let system post
yeah,
automatically.
correct, correct. Yeah, correct.
Then I'll just come back to the background processing, process type, execution. So let's come back. So there is a requirement which I have. Okay. So my company is located in Bangalore, and my supplier company is also located in Bangalore. Okay. But the goods need, supplier need to ship the goods to Delhi or Mumbai. So I've ordered 100 laptops need to be shipped to Mumbai. So what supplier did? So based on the purchase order, he delivered those 100 laptops, and he sent a goods receipt and goods to Mumbai, and he sent an invoice copy to my corporate office located in Bangalore. So now what happened? I've received the invoice copy early than the goods to Mumbai. So due to this, so it came. So my AP, my scanning department has scanned that invoice, and it went and sat in the APS inbox that goods receipt is not available with no goods receipt. So it is waiting in background in APS inbox. So let's say like that 200, 300 work items are waiting in APS inbox. So what higher management will think? So something like these guys are not processing this invoice. They're just waiting, or APS team also forgot to update each and everything, and they need to receive to store department guy, boss, these are the invoices which are waiting. So they need to check each and every day and click on apply rules. There is a manual work involved, right? And also there is a wrong impression will be there. So instead of that, I want to execute particular process type in a background. Let system check this particular quantity. Whenever the store department guy post the goods set, then let it process automatically. For that purpose, how do I create? So if I go to process tab, so under maintain process tab, so I'll create one process type for goods receipt checking. Okay, 500, 500, 8. So waiting for goods receipt. So let me do that. And my role is this one, is exception. And let's wait in the background until some period. So let's say after this period is over, then let it come to APS team. So APS team will call to the person. Within that period, if the goods receipt is done, let system process it automatically. So I'll just give here some process options. That is 2012 and 2000 is mandatory. And last one is 2007 is for goods receipt. So what is the purpose of this check FM, guys? Check FM will dynamically hide the buttons. So the purpose of this one I am just giving. You can also dynamically hide the buttons in the Vim workplace based on certain logic. And also you can sequence the process types, which one I want to show first and which one I want to show next. So that is the purpose of these two. So click on save. So let me add this process type to my DP document type. Add this process type to DP document type. So how to add? So now you go to your DP document type configuration. Go to your DP document type configuration, document processing. So here I am adding new entries. Click on active. So I'm adding additional business rule to my DP document type. And next, what I need to do? I need to sequence this process type. At what stage I want to trigger this? So I want to trigger this before manual check index needed. So let me keep as in between I want to bring. So that is the reason we given this gap, guys. 15-15 gap. So tomorrow if something want to add in between, so we can add simply by giving some number range, sequence number. So I'll give as 102 and process type 508 exclusive indicator. So save. Select this, click on steps, sequence steps, click on new entries. So assign logic here. So usually goods receipt it needs to be checked. The function module for goods receipt check is like 165. So as I explained, how do I know this? So basically I can read from the existing DP configuration or go to SE37, provide this FM under SE37, provide this FM star F4 help. So 165. Let me see here. Wait for goods receipt enhance check. So like this, I got to know, okay, I'm keeping this logic. So next what I need to do, guys? So I need to assign the authorization, nothing but change data change. I don't no need to give, because if it is a AP processor, then I can give. If it's not an AP processor, I no need to give. So before this, I've just assigned to a wrong role. I think I've assigned the process type to a wrong role. See, wrong role I've assigned. So I can click on copy. I no need to delete that basically. Click on enter, save. So here I'm given all the options what I have for 507. So let's save. So now I have assigned a completely new process type, so everything new. So let me open this exception in the item tab. So you got it, guys. So I've added a new process type called wait for goods receipt. Okay, let me come back. So let me create a scenario where without goods receipt. I'll create a PO first. Document overview on purchase orders. Execute. I have this PO. Okay, let me create for only 10 quantity and delivery date which is already there. Click on save. So I have this PO. So 10 quantity. So next to so here I'll just change the PO. So all the quantity and everything is there. Okay. So let it be like I'll just replace this. Item number also I'll remove. So for 10 quantity alone I'm posting. So I'm just submitting this. 560 is created. So I'll just go to Vimba analytics first. Always habituate to go to analytics so that we will get to know what is the status of this document. So wow, super. It is posted and blocked without 560. Excellent. Why it is not stopped? What is the wrong here? Okay. The wrong is that under 165 the logic at all is not triggered. Against this, always check in mind that whatever logic oops. So against this, whatever logic we have assigned, so it is not triggered due to some particular thing. So that is how do I check? If I am a ABAPer, so I can ask boss why it is not triggered. So if I go here, simply one thing we need to blindly check for this kind of goods receipt related function modules, right? So display, it's not there. What is this? Function module itself. Oh, sorry. NSC 37. I'm in a different place. Sorry. See, when it is triggering, this function module is only rise check failed if the uh, PO type. Here, there should be some flag, Vibri or something like that. So that flag is like this one, Vibri. Vibri field should not be empty. So then only it will treat as a GR based invoice. So Vibri field, we'll check for this PO. What is a Vibri field? How do I get to know? SC16N EKPO Control F Vibri. So I'm just check. I'll check for our PO. So if this flag is there, then only it will treat as PO based invoice. usually. Otherwise a service material based invoice, basically it is not there, so that is the reason it is not picked. So what I will do, so I'll create one more PO, make it as material based. Even though the material code is there, sometimes um, some based on the PO status, they'll just remove this particular option. So we need to be, so here Vibri field is like under delivery. Okay, here I think, let me keep, yes, this is the field name. So here only the tick mark is not there, I have given this. Let me save this. So now I have saved. What is my next step? So I'll just again run one more document. Eight 60 copy. Oh,
But Ram, due to this Vibri field,
hmm.
PO background issue should come. Why it has been blocked for payment?
It is posted automatically. Background issue means we have not checked, right? So it will not come. Basically the PO type we can define any way, either Vibri means either, if the goods receipt is there then only post. So the definition there is like, if I won't tick that tick mark, it will never expect if I won't tick that tick mark, it will never expect any goods receipt is mandatory for invoicing that. So even though I have not received the goods, let system, we are giving a provision to the system to post that invoice with a blocked status. If I give that flag, even Miro will not allow you without goods receipt. You're getting the purpose of that flag is like that.
Yeah, due to that flag, if that flag is checked on, then goods received should mandatory.
Exactly. Give me 2 minutes. So now let us create a DP. 560, copy from. So here let me replace a PO number. Sorry. Let me submit. See, waiting for goods receipt. Okay, it is waiting in background. So how system will check in every time in the background that goods receipt came or not? So for that purpose, we need to create a batch job. Okay, we need to create one batch job. So that batch job is like /opt/vim drbr wait drbr wait. So this is a program we need to schedule in the background. So execute in the background lp01 immediate periodic job. So this one we need to schedule for every 12 hours. Okay, this one we need to schedule every 12 hours in real time or every 4 hours in real time. So I'll just keep here for me, like I'll keep every 2 minutes in my test system. So click on save. So in real time, why 4 hours means it will take a lot of time in backing system performance. It will affect other than if you do less than 4 hours because of huge data. So now there is a wait time we defined in the exception, right? After 5 days of time, it will automatically come to your Vim workplace, nothing but APS team Vim workplace with this exception. So before that only, like let's say some goods, someone has done the goods receipt. Let's say one of the AP processor, or sorry, one of the stored guy, he received the goods. So what he will do? He will do the goods receipt. Let's make a goods receipt. Where is my PO number? Yeah, here I have. You're getting, you are clear what is the functionality is like. It will go and waiting in the background. So here you can see the work item is not in green. It is waiting in the background. Background, how do I know? If I go to display workflow log, so here I can see my users. So technically if I go inside this log print control P, here I can see the agent. Agent is workflow system. All the work items which are waiting in background will go and sit in the WF batch user. So let's say within this time, in 2 days of time, let's make a goods receipt. So MIGO is a transaction code where we can create the goods receipt. Let's make a goods receipt. Execute. So here I am doing a goods receipt. Post. So here it is expecting posting date is on 07. Let's make this document is posted. Okay. So let come here. We don't do anything. Just will refresh what it will do. We'll see. See the workflow from WF batch is disappeared. Okay. What is the status of my document? So let me come back here. Document is posted, guys. Automatically it is posted. You're clear? I have not done anything.
Ram, Yeah, I have one query.
Okay.
Without goods received, I think it should keep under background under that workflow process. If in this time frame, if a user has any urgency to post this DP
Hmm.
manually,
Hmm.
then what we can do?
Yeah. So in that case, what they need to do is like user as an agency, then either he can this report whatever DRBR weight is there, right? So we'll create that scenario. Just give me a moment. So I'll create one more PO ME21N by copying the existing PO. There is a scenario which user has urgency, then how do it is waiting in background, but still 7x2 561 7. 562 is there. Okay. So let's go to the Vim Analytics. 562. What is the status of 562? F8. So it is waiting in background. So now I have an urgency. I need to process this invoice some way. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to go to this report. So manually, or the help of a technical consultant. User need to ask, raise a request, boss. I need this document emergency to be my workplace. So in that case, what you need to do, go to 562, skip process type. Okay, if you click on this reassign or skip process type, what will happen? It will go and sit in the APS inbox. Will go and sit in the APS inbox. See refresh. So the workflow came to APS inbox now. So he can go to his Vim workplace, can process. See,
Ram, at where you can do that skip process type?
under the same report, which is WR waiting, say DRBR wait program. Under this program, execute.
No.
Yeah, under here,
Okay.
you select the document and do the reassign and skip process type,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right? So you're clear.
Okay.
So this one, after waiting period of 5 days, it will come to Vim workplace like this. So now APS team need to reach out manually to that particular store department guy based on behalf of them, so they can post a goods receipt. So the invoice will be processed further.
Ram, if I will set that work item processing
Uh,
instead of background processing under wait period,
hmm.
then what can do?
No, it will not execute, right? So if I don't keep in the background processing, it will come to workplace like a normal like this.
But wait period should be applicable under work item processing. That DP wait period should be applicable under work item processing.
Wait one moment. So you are saying what you are saying under process type configuration 506 508. Let's go. So what you're saying here, I don't want to keep this.
Yeah.
So if I keep like this, what is the interval of hours? It will not consider at all.
No, if I want to, no, if I want to do work item processing, yeah,
Work
second
item
option.
processing. So see, wait actor is required. So we should wait in the particular role. It will go
Okay.
and instead of background, it will go and wait in particular role.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is anything. It is default. It will take as a wait user. The requirement is I have a group of people. I want to include that particular wait role. I can. That is mandatory for work item processing only. Is that fine?
Actually, I did this testing, work item processing, and wait
Mm.
actor not asked. And SAP OSS suggested if I do the work item processing, then
Mm.
wait period and wait period program should be applicable in all ways, but user can post manually
Mm.
DP
Mm.
without any background user.
Mm. Then what is the purpose
That's
of keeping that? You just remove all the things. User will process manually only, na here.
okay. Okay. So if user has urgency, then that will be the better way.
Exactly.
Skip the process type.
Yes.
Okay.
You're clear, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. So I'll stop here and then we'll continue next topic, approval workflow, and then we'll go on like that. So thank you very much. We'll see you later tomorrow. Bye. Start join at 7. Just 5 minutes delay. You take 5 minutes, but not 10 minutes. That today 10 minutes late join the people. So let's join on time. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.